This is getting smoky.
Welcome to the House of Lords podcast. Of course, we've got a lot that we've prepared for you, a lot to talk about, Vana.
Man, how you feeling, man? How's Nairobi?
I'm good. Nairobi's good, except the weather. Time to maybe get,
the weather,
or just someone just
the,
to come
the weather
around.
is good. The weather is good.
You like it?
Yeah.
I
I like it, man. You know, this is the weather that we call girls to come to our... we must make them bend over.
Good,
and wash.
pussified.
And, I'm not pussified, man. I just make that the call. It's just a simple call.
And you kind of like it's big.
Yeah, she has to show up. She's my baby.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
She lives far.
Oh my. First of all, let me tell you something. You know, this is the moment that we men don't cry. We just make it happen.
And you make a call.
With the real men.
And you make a call.
The economy is favoring us.
So guys,
how is it for you?
I'm also good. Yeah, same case with you. But well, I'm proud. I'm proud we're doing this. Of course, I'm hosting my friend Vana and Mark Steve. What's your other name?
My name is Kiawa Vana.
Kiawa Vana.
Yeah, Twitter.
Lord actually. Kiawa Vana.
No. You know, the name is mine. So you must let me express myself. So my name is Kiawa Vana. But now you can call me Lord Vana.
Lord Vana.
Yeah.
Call me Lord Steve, Lord of the Wings, stuff like that. So, Vana, we have a lot has been happening in our country over the past few days. From William Ruto's, problems within his party.
Yeah.
Moses Kuria.
And actually, I forgot
and
to
GMOs.
say. I forgot to say. My name. I'm the Minister of Finance. Not finance. Fine us.
You are the Minister of Fine Us.
Yeah.
Not the Minister of Finance.
You
got it right, man. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Finance. Yeah.
So I was talking about William Ruto.
Rais Mtukufu. Call him Mr. President Rais Mtukufu. Yeah.
You think he's doing well so far?
Actually, on his lane, I think he's doing well on his side.
How?
For me, as a young boy with ambitions, I feel betrayed by this government.
You feel like the government has not been on your side,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, man, this government is eating us, man.
And so, guys, literally, the government also came up with there was this whole thing about GMOs trending over the whole week.
GMOs,
yeah.
But now.
So I remember reading a tweet somewhere that already there are a billion ways to die in Kenya, and this is not supposed to be something.
You must leave that CS. I know it's Moses Kuria. He said we have to die.
But why would they want to?
Let me shock you. Let me shock you. My farm, my boy. Today ate Daraja unga and this Simasafi. And this usijui
na alishiba. Hiyo kwanza ndio swali ya kwanza
bana. You know unaweza kulonga 120 sikatai utashiba bana, but you know the side effect.
Again, the way
just imagine taking unga and after months you go complain of having erectile dysfunction.
And the way, like, I remember when we were during those days when we were growing up, 120 could do quite a lot of stuff. Mkate ilikuwa 35.
Yeah, man. But who fucked the government? You know,
who fucked the government?
Who fucked the government? Who fucked the government?
I don't want to. He's still new in office. Come on.
So you want to say
Jaden? How is it talk up on you and kusema ati is the one who
Jaden did nothing.
I don't think so.
This boy fooled you. So today, man, we woke up, man. You know, I woke up at, I think it was 7 something. And then I switched to Classic FM. Shout out to Maina and Kingani. Then first in the morning, I want to know the news. 34 minutes earlier, William Samoei Ruto.
Maina alisema nini? Najua kwa na
live about Maina. Live about Maina. That was not the case. The case was that my president has woken up with emotions.
Your president literally I saw that tweet.
Yeah.
I was online and I saw he started something like the Lords of Impunity.
Yeah.
Kwanza mimi nilisikia hapo nikani. Okay, mimi
the men
impunity.
Do you know what he said before? He said this election was a referendum of the men who believe in men and the men who believe
but
in
me,
God.
I would.
Do you believe that statement?
I listened to I read everything that William Ruto said, and for all the reasons, I don't see anything wrong he said. He just said that, the 4 commissioners did try to subvert the will of the people, we gotta kick them out.
Good. I like your double standing, man.
I'm not a double standard. I
That's double
support
standard.
democracy. I believe in everything. But why the hell would some people? You know, that day I was at home, literally. Hata nilikuwaga mimi home.
I know you. I know this. What
My
I know,
family listen, and I watched it on TV, and like I'm turning on TV, and I'm waiting. I was waiting for these guys to Chebukati to make his 3 p.m. declaration.
Then
Then
the screen split.
suddenly I saw some 4 guys, and I was first like, are they going to announce this in Safari Park? Because maybe they've been insecurity in Bomas. Of course, there was insecurity in Bomas, but 4 people standing up. You know, that's a case that the court has decided. I'm not going to dive into it, but really, don't they need to be out?
But you know, man, I'm team Rao. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
2017, David Maraga.
He lost.
He lost. But 2017, David Maraga found capable of Chebukati diverting the will of the people. And we had to repeat the election. Why was Chebukati not held accountable by that time? And then he served.
Is there any criminal or whatever that you're going to expect?
For you know, when the government comes for you, you'll have to face the world.
Which government? The very president who runs government. I'm a hero.
Are you not caught up with the reason? You know, sometimes this government, these men forget that power is temporary. And when power enters your head,
Jaden knows that too well. Power is temporary.
But at the moment, his father has been the president of Kenya, and actually, maybe the son of Jaden will be the president of Kenya.
So you think the police are going to go for him?
The police can go. He's a big man.
Move Rigathi out, like they literally went and they got who do we call this? They went and got Rigathi naked, and so do that.
That's a lie.
That can't
Do you
happen.
believe the same Rigathi who comes and rant about Raila?
His wife cried. Okay, I'm not really that innocent.
But this is politics. You remember yesterday Oparanya says what? It's done with Raila. Today Raila had Azimio governor's retreat in Naivasha. Who do you know was in the front line?
What they talk
Oparanya.
about? What they talk? Oh, Oparanya.
Do you believe in politics? Man,
Maybe they were just meeting to.
These people
start
caught
stuff.
for attention. These people caught for attention. I don't believe in politics. Man.
And speaking of politics and police, there's this man in this legendary police officer in. Oh, sorry for that. So there's this legendary police officer in Islay called Rashid. So the first time I came to know Rashid was through BBC Eye Africa, and I was watching that documentary by them, and I saw this cop who was termed rogue by the people, and not just by the people, but pretty much the journalists and everything BBC was standing for. And they said that he's going out there killing suspects and killing innocent thieves, whatever that mean. But the main question is, as a cop, was he supposed to do that? And now IPOA is about to arrest him. Go get him.
Man, Ahmed Rashid. I think it's called Rashid. Rashid is a big man.
You were born in Islay.
I've lived in Islay. Let me tell you a story about Islay. Islay, the days, the bombings which happened in Islay.
Oh, and you used to stay there. I can't survive there. I'm afraid of gunshots.
I was like a little Capuni.
A little like Bobo.
Yeah, I was a little Capuni.
What do they call them? They call them in
So let me tell you the story of Ahmed Rashid. So Ahmed Rashid was this killer.
Cop.
I can't call him a killer cop, but actually he killed thugs. When you kill a thug,
they call him cop from hell. Bro, today you kill, tomorrow. Hey, wow! Tomorrow you'll rape.
Oh, sorry, man, boy.
I
can't understand you.
But I'm trying to understand. Like today you kill, tomorrow you're going to rape someone.
No.
And we can like.
He's stand for that. Let me tell you something.
You stand for him.
Yeah, I stand for him. I've been a citizen of Islay. Let me tell you something. I've lived in Islay. I've seen people close their businesses. Big boys come. You give them what you have to give them. They help you do this shit.
They help
now.
you do your stuff.
Oh, blah 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 blah. So these people come and scare them away. They help the people. If killing a thief
but
is murder,
your parent has
what about the people
for 20
who kill
years.
innocent people? What about the people who kill the innocent people?
Who kills but that thief could have been innocent. You know, the thing is that maybe you're not getting this story. Rashid literally did kill. He did shoot someone who owned a woman 100,000, and literally what he did, he called that woman, and she told him the story. I mean, the woman called, She told him the story, and then dude, bro, I think that guy is high on things or something like that. Because killing should not be that easy.
Do you know shockingly?
And then he called the guy. Let me finish. He called the guy and he said, "Boy, you have to return this money by Friday or sometime like that." And okay, they agreed, and the guy didn't turn up, didn't send via M-Pesa, and 2-3 seconds, he's dead. Remember, that's a family, man.
Yeah, man. You know, the killer cop used to.
What if he did not have the money?
They called themselves the Pangani Six. There were 6 policies, and
Rashid
was one of them. Actually, was the head of the Pangani Six. The Pangani Six used to run from Oruma, Madare, Isili. So those are the guys who ensured Isili. You know, at the moment Isili was growing.
And are they going for Rashid alone?
Because actually, this is the story. So Rashid killed on a broad daylight, and he didn't fear anything. People saw what he did, but now it said that boy was a thief. That boy was a thug who killed his friend, and then it was like a revenge.
But you see, I watched that documentary like 4 years ago. He was already a problem.
Yeah.
And something that BBC Africa, you've seen them do documentaries on disabled kids from Tanzania coming to Kenya and trying to make a living. And seeing that from them did catch my attention. But I was like, you know, the Kenyan cops, I mean, he's going to be protected by his bosses. But seems like he retired.
But seems something deep is happening with this government when it comes to security apparatus. Because at the moment, William Ruto has disbanded the SSU. William Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta formed government 2013.
Formed government in 2013.
They know what was happening.
So they know everything.
So basically, can we say this problem was there way before? Maybe someone
came across that.
Yeah.
And Vanna, speaking of police in Kenya, there's this story that has been trending online. Police in India, the country most populated in the world.
Yeah,
I think so. 1.4
and
billion.
their GDP is rising, man.
Their GDP is rising.
Yeah.
So India, literally, and cops in India are blaming rats on eating. I should even call it eating. They didn't smoke, of course. So on
the sniff.
and funny enough, the weed went like Elisha. So
how many kgs?
Yeah, a lot. I had 200 kgs. That's a lot for.
And then they say tiny
rats. Say they are not involved.
Bana, you know, man, India is like, man, maybe that was corruption.
Na effect ya weed kwa panya juu. I literally read a research and they are not supposed to get high. This thing can't even kill them.
And weed can kill you, man. That's a lie.
Walikula excess.
That's a lie. What weed can make you, let me tell you something. Weed can make you beat, like just sleep for days, even for days. Maybe the rats are sleeping somewhere. Yeah.
So zimeenda tu kulala.
Ziko mali zimechill. Zina dead trip.
Zikiamka
zinaendelesha invention ya Albert Einstein. Zitakama hivi ni vya zizi ongea. But man, let me tell you something, man. Weed is very shit, man.
So indo rat ya panya.
This shit, man, is bad, man. But man,
how do you know?
Oh, fuck, man. Have you ever death tripped? Having weed, death tripping. Let me tell you something. Time traveling is real. On weeds.
Oh boy.
You are high. Boy. For real. Let me tell you something. This is my. I can't tell. But man, weed is shit, man.
Ni risk. Inaweza kuwa Rashida na watch story. Alafu bado anafanya job huko ndani kwa makarao.
But man, Oledama Olekina, my guy, man. He'll save us.
And speaking of Oledama, Olekina, sini ule jamaa wa mashuka? Kuna mtu amjui?
Man, don't go far, man.
But sini huyo
it just starts to be Oledama Olekina.
No, I respect his like everything.
Nice.
Come on. But that's one of the most free MPs that we have in parliament. Dude comes to parliament with his like dreads, stuff car zake.
He's a man there, man.
Inamaanisha unaweza kwa hadi unaweza kwa elected.
Yeah, 2027 I'll be on the ballot. I'll be on the streets.
Unavaa wapi?
I don't want to vie. I just want to be a nominated senator or MP. And then I'll make them MPs know what we came to do in this house.
Lord's party.
Yeah, that's
what mimi namaanisha sherehe ya ukweli.
Yeah. For real. Is that true?
I mean sherehe.
Each utapiga, man, and I'll be corrupt free. We'll see. You see the way we run government. This will be the government of boys. Yeah. governor of vijana. And when you meet vijana ni kufanya kazi. The governor of the day is sleeping. They're sleeping on their job. They are paid to debate, and then they're asking for allowance to debate. What that, man?
They're paid to debate, and literally they're asking for an allowance
To debate.
to do their debates.
That's very absurd and stupid. Let me tell you something. But shout out to every young MP out there. Jalango, this shabby the light skinned boy. He's called Peter Salasia. That is a man. And that girl of ours.
And our new man from jail, Waluke.
Well, okay, that man. 67 years of age.
67 years of age.
He's 67. He's 59 and he's going to serve 67. But he's on bond. Yeah.
So you think it was like, the politicians did pay for him?
The story is deep, man. You remember Jacob Juma said, powerful people. I won't quote any name here. If you want to know, go to Jacob Juma Twitter and you'll see he quoted very powerful men who are after him. And because of the story of Waluke, the NCB. Yeah. But
rounding up.
But fuck to everybody in the government who thinks is powerful. But I know we have a good president who don't like shit. That's what makes me happy.
I get you from.
But power. The people
Madhakarua said that this is actually, by the way, rounding up on politics, and you remember Kalonzo Musyoka said we were supposed to celebrate Christmas, and there's someone who wants to take us to the streets.
Yeah.
William Ruto.
December inamaanisha kazi imeiva bana.
Kila siku. We are not in there.
We are paid to demonstrate for our problems. That's a good job.
Hiyo pesa.
That's a good job. We will be there setting a podcast if they're in the streets of Arambe Avenue.
Na tuone.
Tuko pale tuko na kina Munga hivu. Oya bro ni nini? Mko wapi mnaelekea wapi?
They watch us also on that. So, Vana, tutoke kwa story ya Kenya sasa tuende Qatar. Vitu mingi zimekuwa zikihappen huko since the World Cup started. From my favorite team Argentina losing on day 2, day 3 of the World Cup.
Man.
And
our own boy Embolo scoring against his country, man.
And Cristiano.
Oh shit.
Is it Ronaldo, Penaldo?
Messi, Pessi.
That's
fine.
Do you think they are going far?
I think this is what happens. Actually, that was a very great. I was very humbled yesterday. Actually, I was almost crying. Man, Team Africa, Team Ghana. They were robbed.
Ghana.
That was
that game ended 3-2, and I think João Felix was the one who finally put that nail on the coffin.
Yeah.
Ghana go. But they tried.
Boy, man, you saw our boy, the captain, Ayew.
He scored the first goal?
Yeah, man. And then after he was given a substitution, when he went to the bench with the other players to celebrate, only to turn.
But
he
continued, like he celebrated almost for, I don't know how.
Yeah, man. The only to turn, man, they've been fucked, man. And the boy, I don't know his name, who scored the head, and then he did the sweet. And then Ronaldo was like, oh my, boy, shit, man. Hey boy, this is my shit.
So literally before I came live on this, I was watching Ronaldo's social media accounts, literally live with him on TikTok, and he was saying he's like 100% I'm going to win the World Cup. Ni vile tu na text hapo chini najaribu aone live chat zangu, anaona tu za watu
boy una force, man.
Si force.
Have you seen this Metro?
Have you seen me with Olunga?
Metro.
Wait, have you seen me with Olunga?
Metro, man, Olunga, your homeboy, man. Your famous thing.
Sijui niende kwa kamera ni zoom.
Give me this, man.
Olunga, man. He was in the campus I went to.
Yeah, I know he's your homeboy. I know he's your farm. I've seen you, yeah.
So you think
Big boy sell there.
Who's your name for the World Cup? Did you see Richarlison?
Yeah, fuck, man. That was that bicycle kick. Let me tell you something. That boy is great. Yeah, actually, he outshined Messi. Not Messi.
Too early to say that.
And can I shock you? And I just want to speak facts. Ronaldo can score that bicycle kick.
But you've seen Ronaldo do that before. Not specifically that. That was Ronaldo is
old.
This world.
Ronaldo is old. He was my homeboy, but after he snitched Manu with Piers Morgan, then I was like, oh boy, shit. We don't do that shit.
There's something with Brazilians and football. Their bench scares you.
That's man.
That's.
And then I felt, and actually I watched on a pirate site 808, and the person was commentating was your man.
Oh, Peter Drury.
Oh yeah.
There goes Richarlison. And overhead kick, you know the vibe.
The vibe and the energy,
from
man.
Cristiano.
And then
From Peter.
Fred, you know Pastor Fred from Manu. Shit, you almost tried Casemiro. That was shit. From mid, from forward, diff. Oh boy.
Do you think the hosts can
Qatar.
share in any possible glory? They lost two.
Have you checked your Twitter off late this evening?
I've been checking.
Qatar have become the first country to go home. First country in history.
That's just
First country in history.
That's just
to go home after two matches.
You know, literally, you remind me Russia, but Russia tried. They went until quarters.
Yeah.
They went
Russia
until
tried,
quarters.
man.
And speaking of Russia and Qatar, just delving a little bit from that, there's been all that controversy surrounding them. Back in Russia about their human rights and everything, and I know that you're passionate about stuff like that. And go to Qatar, same stuff, bro. Well, we know you're going there to watch football, but don't you feel like they're pressing too hard on people?
Speaking on Russia,
They even had something to say about beer.
Still speaking on Russia, I know. These countries have been controversial. So yesterday, Russia passed a bill to bar the LGBTQ propaganda. Do you think it's a propaganda? They passed it. Speaking of Qatar did a very good.
Coming to Africa, Ghana is doing the same.
And Ghana are facing economic crisis because of
And I think that they have-
the LGBTQ stand.
Le-
They said no to LGBTQ and then
And
the
then
Americans
they lost
fucking
Zapata.
them.
You know what? The thing here is, I think we have a lot of things to discuss. Rather than making that the most important issue in the Ghanaian parliament, that you're waking up early morning being paid 600,000 or even more in Ghana, and you go to the Accraian parliament just to sit down and literally sit down for 2-3 hours and speak against the LGBTQ community and all, and not just that. I think they should be there doing some other stuff. Talk about water.
LGBTQ still is a matter, or is a controversial matter still, and there are being rumors going on. These are controversial
It's
rumors.
a controversial rumor.
That some of our celebrities, if they have to make it, their albums have to make it in European countries. They have to.
Well,
act
they
gay.
make their own decisions.
They have to.
Their
They have to act gay.
jurisdiction.
They have to
act gay.
It's a controversy. We know.
Speaking of that, you can
my long-term crush is Nikita Kering. But I do hope she's not gay. She's not gay. But if she's gay, oh my.
that is out.
Do you believe gays have the role of impacting our society?
As a person, and I think that should just be the general stand for everyone. I think love is love, and people should just. Why would you like? For example, you had a crush on Nikita.
Yeah.
But you gotta appreciate she doesn't love you back. She does, and she can't know you, or she can know you.
She will ever know me, and I'll present myself formally, and she'll ever know me.
Bro, you have a girlfriend who's watching.
I just said that I like Nikita.
Una
She
plans?
has talent.
Una plans?
Niko na plans. Yeah. But I just like Nikita.
Alianza kuimba akiwa 12 actually.
Yeah.
But me, I don't think that her being or her coming out in the LGBTQ community.
She hasn't come out. We are making
whatever
assumptions.
she did, I don't think that discredits the work she's done for years. I've watched Nikita, my favorite song from I think X, stuff like that. But I don't think that discredits her. I think that she's still much.
But let me tell you something. Love is silent and lust is raw. So when you have
But you can also agree.
When you have to make noise about gayism and lesbianism, it doesn't make it's not a point of discussion.
Okay, I get you.
It's not a point of
if you look at the
discussion.
country, she went and did that. It was in the US, where it's literally almost in all states.
And she's a Spotify.
Not only legal, but you can even marry.
And she's a Spotify ambassador of Africa. Okay, success to her. If she's gay, man.
We've seen people succeed even being like that. Sauti Sol.
So if she's gay, what do you think? She'll be the top mom of the fame.
I don't think she's good. But what I'm trying to say is we cannot use her queerness or whoever she is or whoever she said she is to kind of discredit who she is. I think there are many more ways to measure the worth of a person.
It's Africans, we got our standards, man. And sometimes these things are not accepted.
You know, I had a conversation between Larry Madowo and a Ghanaian MP regarding that. And one thing, it's hard for that conversation to end.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. I think this is the cause of freedom.
Do you know which countries in Africa that have legalized?
LGBTQ. Which country?
I think Botswana, South Africa, all these people coming out and realizing that finally really doesn't really matter.
Do you know Botswana almost shut down the economy because of they couldn't control AIDS. Do you know that?
You think that LGBTQ and AIDS are related?
Yeah,
that's funny.
gay.
In a world
That's not funny.
In a world of CD.
That's not funny. These people fuck raw. We know the sentiments of what they happening in Nairobi. We all know that. These guys are disgusting. But okay, let me tell you something. These guys, is it last? Is it last? Can we talk about it? Is it last? What's happening,
Okay,
man?
me, I tend to kind of.
I'm not this homophobic, but I just want to understand them.
Yeah, number one, by the way, if you're watching us out there, all the views given here are just out of personal.
Yeah, personal views. This
Personal
is a
views.
disclaimer.
And
It's
feel
age-
loved.
Yeah.
If you're LGBT, if you're not, just accept who you are.
Yeah,
It's all about that.
it's all about that, man.
And I think one day we'll have a whole conversation about that. But for now, let's go to a different story about coming back to Twitter and stuff like that. You mentioned Twitter.
Yeah.
Trump's not tweeting.
Oh my. Actually, I feel betrayed by Trump. I'm one of his supporters and one of his followers in Twitter. I feel, man, that man has to come and speak something. We need his voice. Atuambie tuingie pale Capitol.
But
man.
Musk alifanya kitu. I think people voted.
Yeah.
You voted.
Yeah, actually I voted, man. And even
Those who don't
I
know,
mobilized.
there was that poll on Twitter where Musk asked. Oh, Musk asked. Quite right.
Oh, that man.
So Musk asked if Trump should be back on Twitter or,
It should
and people chose,
yeah.
that he's back.
The voice of the God is the voice of the people.
Can he be president again?
Who? Elon Musk?
No, Trump.
Trump. Yeah, Trump can be the okay. I think this is a conspiracy theory that US affected. They had an hand in our election, right? So that means Biden and his team conspired for William Ruto to win, right? So if Trump becomes the president, does it mean that William Ruto will have to face hard time, or US that they are this deep state that made William Ruto? Okay, basically, my final answer is I want Trump to be the president of US.
Of the US.
First of all, stocks are down, Google is down, Microsoft is down, Bitcoin is down. Shit, man. That man is just one tweet and then you see him talk maftani. This Kilimani boys with Twitter, Bitcoin boys and Roy Sambu. Atapumwa Nairobi bana.
Na ulinunua Bitcoin.
Oh man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. People, we have our Hebu friend Kyoko, this bushy boy.
But literally, when people are buying Bitcoin,
He's
he
good.
advised me.
Yeah, he's good.
He's behind the camera.
Yeah, you'll have to come to the set.
Aliambia ni buy
You'll have to come to
Australian
the set.
Shepherd token. Kuna mtu amewaisikia cause mimi I think
And
that was the
and
craziest.
Safu.
Alafu your
Safu.
time ni ile time you're in campus uko second year first year back then alafu you're just like oh bro,
You are
I'm missing
gambling.
my hair.
You are gambling.
I was gambling.
Yeah.
He was like marked by
Like you.
He was like
Some of my brother I know that were a director. But alinunua, he bought boss token. And actually, let me tell you something to shock you. This boy boss token was the 1K thousand. Then after 7 days, I think it was something like 4 to 3 7,000. This moment, if you ask him and call me to open his phone and then look at the transaction, I kid you not, the last time we checked, it was 70 bob.
I think his phone is
But
not filing for it.
He sold. He actually sold. Man, he sold at lost. Let me tell you something.
Na wewe
I've never sold any coin. I've never bought this shit coin.
But you're at
The only
loss.
shit coin I have is, but it's not a shit coin anymore. Shiba Inu.
but Shiba Inu literally
The others I just made. It was just a.
I
rumors.
think you bought Shiba Inu at hundreds of thousands if I'm not wrong.
I've never been lost on Shiba Inu. At the moment, I'm still on profit, but the margin is small because it pumped and then it came back. But I'm still at profit. I've never been at loss. Like me.
So like right now you like
But we'll have a full segment with our own boy Kyoko. We'll have to bring. We have this is a nerd tech boy.
oh I can't
Who likes debates.
but it's going to be here tuambia kuhusu tech na crypto.
Yeah, we have to talk to him.
He's going to tell us about tech
And even you can rely on me. So you know I'm bwana scientist, man.
When squeeze ni mpira pekee.
I
lost dependence.
You remember that? You remember that day? That day I came to the. Oh, speaking of ball, Mark. The first day I met you, I was told by the director. Unafunganga free kicks. You are good at free kicks. And then this boy comes and tells us movie. I have a friend of mine who scores free kick and actually he plays in the field is dry, has no grass, and when he falls down he has never been hurt, like Kudamani Chuma. Then I come and see this boy the first day pale doa kwa ile ball ya nyasi bana. Mark shit wallahi. Mark, you suck at ball, man.
How about you, who came in as a striker and nowadays you're a keeper? How do we help that?
And we don't have a coach.
And the one that?
No, I just it's a journey of self-discovery.
We have a coach because when I realized that like the whole wing thing is not my thing, I decided to go.
So where do you play best? Where do you play best?
Myself.
Yeah.
You know my side.
Where do you play best? Speak for
that wing of Sterling.
Rahim. Mark, you're lazy. You don't know how to run.
Really?
You don't know how to run.
On a podcast.
Second, you make floppy passes.
Wow.
Second, you make floppy passes. The only contribution you've ever made is just one trick, and you'll never ever repeat it again. That's what the contribution that you made.
Let me say this: ball is not my thing.
Yeah, ball is not a thing. What's your thing?
In high school, what did I used to play a lot? I used to play these confused games.
Yeah, but I'm
like
okay.
Table, whatever.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you something. The moment you ever have a girlfriend, try hard. If you don't have money, try hard to get some money. Then you can go and play tennis with her, and then you make sure you have a tennis dress.
Tennis dress me? Oh, her.
See her.
Oh, alafu mimi nikuja na zile tennis shorts zile. Then what's weird about that? Okay, continue. You're being stupid. So what do you want me to do with my girl then?
I just want you to look. You just look romantic, man. You two together. Mnapita Karura mkikimbia ama Arboretum.
Tukikimbia. By the Karura.
What's the fucking shit, man?
Have you ever
done
been there?
Karura.
Like,
no.
What's your best spot and you unaweza recommend mtu aende?
My best spot is I recommend mtu.
If we're going for like a double date or someone is going there.
Double date or something. I've been in Buji's places, but no, I can't recommend for double date because at the moment I understand you are broke. You can go to Panari. You can't go to
Shibainu messed me up.
Yeah, man, I know. The boy with short-term dreams, very stupid boy. Who comes with 1,000, then he thinks he can be an overnight millionaire.
Let me ask you.
Becoming a Vusima there.
No, we're waiting for Elon Musk to make that. But what's like being broke? What's the definition of being broke? Do you know someone can have like
you're not
a
broke.
lot of
You're
money in his bank account, but
poor.
He's not broke.
You've never been
not
broke
poor.
in your life.
I'm not poor.
You
can't
poor.
call me poor. I'm not poor.
Why? What makes you think?
What's your net worth?
I can't talk about my net worth because I've never had a real worth.
Boy, kizungu umekuchanganya umejitusi.
Yeah, I know, man. But let me tell you something. I'm a boy who wakes up early in the morning and then goes to look for greener pastures. So nasaka net worth.
Dream country yako ni gani?
My dream country is UK. And what about you?
United Kingdom. For me, this is just me. I want to go to the US.
US?
Will you apply green card?
No, I didn't apply that shit.
Utaenda na nini your own?
I will look for my own money. Mko wengi bana nasikia
watu. Then nilisikia 100, was it 30 million or 50 million or 100 million?
So Jalango fooled you, man. The way I think you are wise. How do you think 30 million people?
Let me first tell you, it's impossible.
It's 100k people.
Ati sasa nani anataka kubaki Kenya?
I know.
Ukiongelea Jalango. How is he doing so far?
I think that man is fucking... Man, I used to like Jalango, but now let me tell you something. Let me ask you something, man. Jalango he comes and he advertised for paka rangi shit nini blah blah blah, and then he's an MP. So the man who is in set when Jalango makes an ad na achome, but huyo jamaa anamwambia wewe kuja hapa,
huyo jamaa anaifanyanga venye iko,
anamwambia chapa hivyo. But
you know
the hero nini, Jalango is a ambassador of Mwananchi Credit,
but
and now he brings a motion to support vijana to take cheaper loan.
Bro, you have to know how to get it right in these streets.
Nah, he
But
must understand.
But
he must understand the primary role is being an MP. Anything else is being absurd.
Bahati alijaribu wakakataa kidogo, Diana B akaanza stories zingine.
Do you know what separates you and Bahati? Name alone. That's what separates you. I think that boy is like a puny. I bet I do bet that house belongs to someone else.
The Bahati house.
But now you can't come and tell me your wife comes and confesses shit
and you still stand with her.
And then you call her baby, mama of my children. I don't.
But unajua, one thing I know is that number one, Bahati did know all this stuff all along, I'm sure. So the only thing is that he brought it public, but also like watu wote unawataja tu kwa nini? Say you are married bana. You're engaged.
Do you know the iPhone that Diana B uses is not bought by Bahati. It was a birthday gift. So that must sink in whatever Bahati you are.
Nasikia amebaiwa gari.
Na nani?
Hajabaiwa?
you know Bahati keeps proposing every year.
The birthday. And there's this whole new thing ati ina come through. But mi naweza sema hiyo story ya Diana B for free, number one is that she also gives hope to many young people out there who think that they may have messed up with their lives, especially ladies, because of the past that they've had. And if you look at Diana B and you say, you've come this far.
Yeah. Man, you know, this country got engineers, this country got doctors, this country got lawyers, this country got pilots. We must draw inspiration from them.
You must draw. Unajaribu kusema.
What I'm trying to mean is Bahati wako pale biz. Bila your content alkuli.
Cloud.
Yeah, they're chasing cloud. They must remain relevant to the market. Otherwise, Bahati will do like our favorite forex boy. He'll have to lick glucose, but this time it will not be with the sand.
Oh, poor
boy! It will be in someone's. Yeah, man, your favorite forex trader.
Na anakuambia hii do na make na a certain design.
Yeah, alisema alikuwa broke, so you had to do that shit. And he's straight. But okay. So man,
I confirm he's straight or something like that.
Yeah, said he's straight. But you know, saying I'm straight is one simple thing until you get fucked. But I think in life ilimdinya. Si akukubali kudinywa na mtu. Ni life ilimdinya. Basi alikuwa poa.
Life ndio ili catch up hapo.
Ilimtandika.
But
what about this guy of yours, Albino?
Oh, Julie. Yeah. So literally, guys, if you saw that story on Twitter, Julie Albino, who is a top YouTube guy. He's a content creator on YouTube. Creates a lot of content regarding traveling. If you've watched people like African Tigress, he's doing literally the same thing. But with Julie, I think there was that story in Kileleshwa. So if he comes to Kenya, of course, he'll have to rent an Airbnb, and they were expensive, like 150 to 200,000 per month.
Yeah.
So the big problem.
But do you think is the one who paid that money?
Of course, that dude is a real estate mogul in the US.
He's a real estate mogul, and then he cheated on someone's shit. Someone could think dogs were having sex in there, man. So do you know what that means? It means that man is rectum is broken. Alikamlaga.
Okay, so literally aliacha number one amevunja glass.
Yeah.
After amevunja glass, then the sheets kind of had stool or whatever shit. Poo.
Yeah.
He poo-pooed on the.
He calmed with us.
So guys, really, we are going to let you comment on that. Yeah. Because that was new.
Call a spade, man.
That was new with no kind of homophobia or anything. That was.
Yeah, that was new.
Yeah.
But
he also said, "Bro, I got the money."
He was rude.
They texted him and
they texted
him, and the agent was like, you're pouring here, you're doing all this kind of stuff. And he said, I pay 150,000. And they said, so what? And he said, boy, that will pay the cleaners. That's more than enough. I'm not supposed to wipe or do whatever that is.
Yeah. The problem is that is a rude gay. He must be an humble gay. What makes he must be an humble gay. Then first of all, he's fighting for us to accept him. We are willing to accept him when he becomes humble.
So kitu pia na Sammy Boy ni ati ni pav. Hata
bana chana Sammy Boy. Wewe Sammy Boy akikuletea 10k utakata. Unauliza hii bado umetoka wapi? Akiniletea 10k. Huyu jamaa say saa ngapi? Say I think it's midnight later. Ameingia side hustle pale chat.
Hey, but people are making money out here by all means, really.
Yeah, man. Leave our farm boy, man. He do his shit. Yeah, you know, people are making behind every flashy lifestyle. There's a dark secret of it.
Yeah, that's true. Behind every flashy lifestyle.
Yeah. So our humble
intro.
Yeah. Our humble until you start having a flashy lifestyle.
Then
what will you tell the people?
Then ujue kihash papi.
Mark, tutajua demi yako bana. Tutajua vitu zingine hatujejua. But we are ready to accept them. Yeah, so our homeboy man, our humble governor. And we have noticed
Governor Sakaja.
And we have noticed Sakaja dimples have disappeared, right?
The job is tough. The job in Nairobi is really tough.
The new sheriff.
But he's tried to bring in some
but that guy usually dons on very dapper suits, man.
The guy is
he got biceps.
Ako but achunge office mtu unaonea.
Hapo Sakaja Nairobi masleki unataka kuja hapa wamshike kitambi na shuka tu.
There's something that he was saying the other day.
Yeah, man, anatuwekea sherehe. So Sakaja is planning Nairobi festival from 12th to 17th.
Yani kali tutawakilisha huko itakuwa live here.
Yeah, we must represent our people. So second thing what he has done this evening, he has scrapped off any pub or joints permit in every residential area. Do you know what that means? It means that your favorite wa babas or mamas they'll be near you. Tao watakuwa pale CBD. So wewe kazi yako utakuwa tupige tu window shopping pale.
And hapo kinini.
Chagua. Yeah. So basically history ya kelele mingi.
Yeah. Amemaliza.
Yeah. So you'll have to know. I think Tao itakuwa na Chrome.
But unaona kichapa job vile ukipita.
Yeah, he's doing
I saw kids nowadays like is it even being affected that directive? Ama madonda watambui like kids can panda matatu without pay.
I think that man came up with a very good idea. But let me ask you, do you think kids want to have matatu or school bus at every joint of estates? Do you think that?
I think kwanza angejaribu kuifanya a bit more organized badala kutumia easy what do you call them, una imagine unabebea mtoto umoina already kwanza forward
vale meshikana
kwanza mtu
you have nothing to say with due respect. This is a reality. Let me tell you something. If NTSA you are, this my humble request, we are mending this country. So NTSA, and we have new sheriff in town, Kipchumba Murkomen. This is a job. Bwana Kipchumba. So bwana hao ndo nagula. These people operating the Embakasi, Donom, Kayole, these people are abusing the road.
See, I thought like they said we were to start something body comes. Kaizi za US unekapa karao hapa kam. So I was like that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, in the wrong country.
But makarao Kenya wakaadi kutoa.
Yeah, in the wrong country. But
police
the police can't work if we still let me tell you something. The only way we can curb corruption because now first of all this government is playing picky ponky with us here. David Ndii at the moment he has been defeated with a very simple fact. Factors affecting production
imemshinda. Na unajua wase walikuwa na wase wameanza kusema
alikuwa anakuja hapa na theory zingine na Karl theory angao zimemshinda saa hii. The only way we can curb corruption is very simple. Let's introduce our digital
kitu mbaya kabisa ishe kwa penia na cop ni gani karao
man nishishikwa. It was this morning. I was having an exam. Then I'm heading to school. You know, my locks were starting, so like those were small locks, those shaggy
No,
locks.
kachapa assumption.
And it was this COVID time, but they didn't take me in because I was.
No,
I
ulikuwa
was
na mask
that-
na kila kitu yote.
No, I didn't have a mask. So they arrested me with another Somali, and then they handcuffed us, and then they joined us hands. Then that cop man, he got the guts to stand and then ask us mkona ngapi. You know, that shit man hurt me until that Somali removed a 200 bob note. I personally, I was ready to give him 15 note.
50 bob.
You know, nilikuwa nayo.
Yana itisha.
Anataka so mbili. Huyu jamaa amempia so mbili. So next ni mimi. Do you know what
So ulikuwa unaangalia mwenye ametoka kupeana.
so it means that huyu jamaa zirudishwa change. Kara when you give a cop corruption,
hakuna change.
Hakuna change. Ni either upewe vitu mbili.
And nowadays they always even like always nitumia na phone.
Yeah,
you have to go
you have
and
to go
withdraw,
withdraw,
alafu unipe.
Sasa amempea so mbili. So I'm there waiting na mimi nitoe so mbili yangu. Mimi sina, nikatoa 100. Nikabonga na yeye, nikaambia nisukumie msee hiyo 100 tutoe 100.
Mtoe 100.
Hapo at least akakwa yuma.
Hojeshikwa kwa kitu crazy tu.
No, this time man, you know this Nairobi CBD insecurity. So I've been keen with my dreadlocks, but they look nice, so I have nothing to fear. Siku natembeanga na ID mbili, moja shule nyingine.
She told you that.
Yeah. Who?
She told you that. Alikwambia zinakaa fiti.
Nani? The she?
Eh.
I got friends. How do you have ever commented my dreadlocks? How do I look?
Bro, that's gross. So guys, we can call it over here on the House of Lords podcast. You can continue following us, by the way.
Yeah, man. My name is I've been being your co-pilot.
Co-pilot. But ulikuwa na dreams za kuendesha ndege zilienda wapi?
I still love. Unajua na dream 27. You still want to be an engineer. You still want to be a journalist. You still want to be a lawyer.
Unajua kwa ni nini important.
But yeah, you can be anything and everything at the same moment.
Sawa. So guys, we're going to lock it up here in the House of Lords podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, you share and subscribe. Finya tu hiyo button iko tu hapo chini. Really gonna appreciate your family. Love you guys. Love you.